All right, welcome back. I am all ready to go for this next match. Thank you to Trixie Plays for the huge raid, 11 people. That's very pog. I'm super excited to keep going. This is going to be our last match of the night, and it's going to be it's going to be a matchup between Clappin Cheeks and Gotta Blast. And I think this match has the best combination of team logos that I've seen all circuit. So it's got to be a good one, right? So let's take a look at the teams. For Clappin Cheeks on your left-hand side, we've got Chemo799, Fong, Jump XORL, and Bitcoin RL. And then for Gotta Blast, we've got Sheen, we've got Carl, and we've got Jimmy. We've got the full squad, the full Jimmy Neutron squad. This has to be an incredible team. The amount of coordination that has gone into this is incredible. So let's talk about Gotta Blast first. 1.25 goals per game, so not that great for week one. 3.25 saves per game, not bad, and only half an assist per game. They did lose their first match against Venom Gaming 1-3, so not a sweep, which is always something to be proud of. But not a great showing overall, it seems, from them. But there's always a chance at redemption. I'm sure, like we saw in the last game, teams that didn't come out very well in game number one can easily come out in game number two, or I'm sorry, in week number one, come out in week number two and put up a really good showing. We saw that from Cerebral Palsies. One of their players hadn't even scored a goal yet the circuit, and they came out on top 3-1 just a couple minutes ago. Thanks, Trixie. I really like this layout. I've been working on it ever since the winter circuit ended. This particular frame that we're all looking at, I just edited today. Originally, I had like a gray black or gray background, and the spring circuit logo wasn't transparent, so there's like this weird gray box in the middle. But I just thought, let me just put my regular background on it and actually work on getting this spring circuit logo transparent. And I think it looks a lot better now. Shout out to Adderall for the help on the PNG stuff. But Mayday, the games have been pretty good. I was supposed to cast 5 total, but the first 2 games ended up being rescheduled. I didn't find out until like a couple minutes before they were supposed to start. So that's probably on me. I should probably check in with the captains a little bit earlier than I do, just to be sure. But oh well. We still had 3 games tonight. The first one was Profs versus Team Nut. Profs making their return to the stream after playing last week, and they stayed undefeated in the circuit. They beat Team Nut 3-0. And then Cerebral Palsies beat Team Astral in a really close series. It was a 3-1 series scoreline in favor of Cerebral Palsies, but really, Team Astral did very well, especially in games 3 and 4. They kept it a lot closer in those games. So overall, they've been very good, and I hope that this one turns out to be just as good. Oh yeah, me like being a caster and having somebody cancel on last minute, it's not really as big of a deal. I'll just get my overlays done early for the next match and then hop into some free play training or something like that. But yeah, like you get in a very different mindset when you're about to play in an actual match and then a team forfeits. So you're all hyped for your match and then nothing ends up happening. That's a sucky feeling to have. So I feel you on that one. But like I said, this is going to be our 3rd match, and I hope it lives up to the standards that we've put up for it. Because this Gotta Blast team has to be legendary, given the amount of coordination that their team has right now. But let's not forget about Clappin Cheeks, the other team that we've got. we've got here tonight. We've got Chemo799, who, excuse me, has gotten uh, the the defensive trophy. I forget what it's called, but they're the only one on their team with a trophy for putting up a good defense at some point in their IGL career. Not doing too hot on the goal scoring side either. This team actually doing worse goals per game wise than Got a Blast. 1 goal per game, and they got swept by Circuitry Gaming last week, 3-0. So only 3 goals total for them, and no games, no game wins to show for it. 3.33 saves per game, 0.67 assists per game. So it seems like they at least tried for to make some assists happen. But we also saw all 4 players participate for Clappin Cheeks last week. Oh, absolutely! It's like an S++ tier name. I wouldn't even put an S tier. S++ tier name. Honestly, both of these teams are S++ team names. But I wonder if we'll see the same thing from Clappin Cheeks, seeing all 4 players play again. It looks like Fong only played once. Only played in one of the games, and then Bitcoin playing in the other 2. Fong with 0 goals and 0 saves to contribute, but did get an assist in their game. So both the narrative for this game, both teams slow starts to week number 1, and looking to show the rest of the circuit that they still need to be feared, that they can still do some damage, that they're just on a slow start. And I sure hope that's the case. I hope we get a very exciting match. So we're still a couple minutes away from game time, but those of you in the chat, let me know who you're here to support, who you think might take the game, based on whatever rationale, or just a hunch. If you've got predictions on a scoreline, I like hearing those too. Excuse me. Clappin Cheeks seems to be the underdog, so I'm rooting for them, as well as their S++ tier name. Nope, that's fair enough. Sometimes we got to show some love to the underdogs. And yeah, of course, the team name. You can't go wrong with it. Any other predictions from the chat room? Or from the fans? Think Cheeks takes the series 3-2 with a clutch overtime win. It's a very specific prediction. Well, we'll see if it happens. That would certainly make for a very interesting series. Let's see. Make sure that both these teams, or that I have both the captains. info. Okay. Cool. So we should just be a couple moments away from getting this match started between the two teams. For those of you who are curious, this is a Tier 3 Division 4 match in US West. And if you need a reminder on what the rank breakdown is, you can do !TIERS in the chat to have Nightbot help you out. But both these teams looking to improve on their performances from week 1. Got a Blast looking slightly better just because they were able to get a couple more goals in and not being swept on the occasion, but we'll see what both of these two teams can bring to the table. Oh, I never switched over the overlays. All right, I'm going to switch it over so we can at least take a look at all of this action between Got a Blast and Clappin Cheeks. I'm going to update these overlays and try to commentate at the same time. My bad. A Sheen taking the early one. It's not Carl, unfortunately. Or else that prediction would have been very right. But Carl does get the assist for it. Bitcoin the one actually sending it in field. And Sheen there to finish it off on an open net. Got a Blast early in the lead in game number 1. Yeah, definitely going to be a champ 1 and 2 matchup. That overlay is wrong, but it is actually still a tier 3 match, as it turns out. All right, my bad, everybody. Completely my fault for forgetting to do that. But like I said, we're about a minute into game number 1 here between Clappin Cheeks and Got a Blast. Sheen putting Got a Blast in early as Bitcoin looks to get an opportunity there. Sheen booting it downfield. Chemo taps it down to the middle. Bitcoin picking it up now, looking for the air follow. Jump Exo pre-jumping it as well. Dangerous drop in front of the net, but nobody there to follow it up for Clappin Cheeks. That shot looking for the top corner, but it's booted away by Carl. He was able to get it out to the midfield now. Sheen pressuring Bitcoin early. Oh, that's a great pop out. It almost squeezes it past Chemo, who does well to get a great save. Jimmy tap to the middle. It's whiffed by the player on the backboard, but sent downfield. Jump, ready for it. Oh, and Sheen able to clear it off of the post. Chemo following through. Jump, getting in front of it, able to fake out both of the orange defenders. Jimmy tapped down to Carl. Good way to pass it out. Jimmy could get a shot here, and it's so close. Exo and Bitcoin following this one. Sent out to midfield, but Got a Blast. Going to try to continue to keep up pressure. Find a second goal for themselves in game number 1. Carl touch off the ceiling. Found by Chemo. Pushes it to the orange corner. Gets a demo on Sheen. Jump, gonna try to get a follow through one-on-one with Carl, but the defense coming back in to help out. That shot gonna be put wide by Sheen. Earns another save. Chemo putting it back in again. Nobody there. Exo looking to follow it up. Bitcoin all the way back, so they're able to deal with the clearance. Enough booze, can't get that follow-up from low on the ground. Chemo pushing into the corner, realizing that a clearance not the best option there. Oh, this still could be dangerous. Sheen ready to pounce, but booted out by 2 defenders. Carl, infield pass, looking for it, can't quite get it. Exo touch off the corner, falling in front of the net. Sheen getting a savior medal, and Carl able to clear it out. Bitcoin, a little bit of a pinch. Bump on Jimmy. Tap high up to the wall. Well, Exo thought about coming in to get that one, but turned away, thinking that they might lose out on that occasion. Players from both teams are up, but Exo able to win that one. Jimmy trying to keep it in the blue half. And despite the early goal from God of Blast, it's been pretty back and forth between the 2 teams. I think God of Blast having slightly more of like a pressure or some continuous build-up. But overall, very even. Going into the final minute, Clappin Cheeks very much still looking to get the goal to equalize. Carl with the follow, trying to get it, and they will get it. The back set of tires was what it took. A huge pop-up on an open net, and they're still able to fall onto the ball. Those back tires pushing it just enough to that top left corner, doubling the lead for God of Blast. Now up 2-0, 47 seconds for Clappin Cheeks to make something happen. It's a good bump from Jimmy on Exo, denying them from an opportunity to send it infield. Bitcoin with a shot from Sheen, but it's wide. More bumps coming out. Carl comes out with the clearance. Jimmy picking it up. Gonna look for the 50 on Bitcoin. Still in the blue half. More 50s. Bitcoin gonna look to take it up the wall. Air dribble, flip, reset attempt, and they didn't get under it as much as they wanted to. Cleared downfield by Carl. Oh, Chemo with a backflip. And that looks to be it for Clappin Cheeks here in game number 1. Sheen looking for the 0-second goal to add to the lead, but it's hit to the ground by Clappin Cheeks. And God of Blast taking game number 1. Yeah, certainly God of Blast with a bit of an advantage there. It didn't look like too much of an advantage at first glance, but from the stats, we can see that they did have a couple more opportunities than Clappin Cheeks did. 9 shots for God of Blast and 6 saves. There's Clappin Cheeks with 5 saves and 6 shots. No goals to show for it, though. For Carl's prediction on himself, if they meant that they would get a goal early in the series, I guess they're kind of right. They did get in game number 1, so we can we'll give it to them. We'll give it to them. So at game number 1 in the books, we now head to game number 2 of this Tier 3 Division 4 series. US West 3v3s between Clappin Cheeks and God of Blast. Oh, I didn't even take a look at Carl's gamer picture. I was supposed to look at that. Jimmy picks it up in the corner, able to get it past Bitcoin. Gonna look for the ground carry now. Flick does get it past 1 and gets a demo on Chemo. This could be an opportunity for God of Blast to take a shot on net, and it's narrowly saved by Exo. Carl gonna try to get the block. Jimmy picking up Exo's clearance. Shot towards the front post. It was going to be wide, but Bitcoin able to get it out to midfield. Sheen with the follow-up. Carl keeping the play alive. Well, that's double commit on the back wall from Clappin Cheeks. Jimmy going to slow play it. Allow Sheen to come in, who had the better angle and probably a bit more boost as well. Chemo up for this one. Going to look to take possession. Actually, they're going to let Exo go for it. We would have got a little bit more momentum behind that challenge. The pass infield from Carl picked up by Chemo. It's now on the wall. Sheen also looking for an attempt. It's popped up by Bitcoin. He's going to continue to follow. Oh, Bitcoin finding the demo. It's in a dangerous position, but no follow-up strong enough to go towards the net from Clappin Cheeks. Bitcoin sends it to the middle. One of their teammates was up, but a bit too far away. Carl's ceiling pass! And it got to... was that Jimmy? To Jimmy or Sheen? But it would have been a great play, but Clappin Cheeks right in front of it to deny it early. Oh, Carl, the touchback looks to be a poor move. Bitcoin trying to get it in, and they couldn't get it, despite the second touch off the back wall. A missed opportunity, a huge missed opportunity from Clappin Cheeks to take the lead. Big 50 from Chemo, trying to get it. A doink is Bitcoin. Bitcoin tried to challenge Sheen, but too slow to the ball. Chemo taking it out to the midfield where it's met by Carl. Trying to keep it up. Can't quite do it. Bitcoin looking for the time to pounce. Exo gets the follow through. It's to the back post, but it's barely wide. There was also a defender at the back post. As Bitcoin 50s this one, it's hanging out in front of the orange net. Still no shooting opportunities. As Gotta Blast are attacking the ball just before any shots can come out. And leaving the ball in positions where it's awkward for Clappin Cheeks to get it in again. The ball almost getting to a good position, but Gotta Blast barely there to deal with it. Sheen taking the long way around to get to that one. Tried to get the beat. They did get the block. Their teammates are helping out towards the middle. Bitcoin on this one tries to send that one towards target. Oh, the back pass to Exo. Can Exo get a pass in field? They can't. It's going to be hit out to the blue half by Carl. Exo up early for that one, sends Jimmy back to the ground. Sheen with a 50, trying to keep it in the blue half. Perhaps get some pressure that'll help them get their first goal of this game as well. This game looks like it could be going to overtime. But will a last-second goal from either of these teams be the difference? The finish in regulation. Sheen, a nice amount of boost. Chemo sending that one to the orange corner. Exo trying to get a shot on. It's blocked by Sheen. The follow from Sheen and Carl forces Bitcoin to go up. A huge block by Jimmy to keep it in the blue. Having a whiff from Exo. Can Gotta Blast capitalize? A good touch from Carl to block. I believe that was Exo who was trying to carry the ball out. Sheen to the blue corner. On the wall to try to get the follow. Exo is in the better position. And that looks like it's going to be overtime for game number 2. Gotta Blast looking to get themselves on match point. And Clappin Cheeks looking to just get a goal, steal this one away from Gotta Blast, and even up the series. Bitcoin popping that one high, not able to follow it themselves, and Exo was coming in on that one. They do back check Carl, and a shot from Bitcoin goes wide. Sheen looking for the pass infield, can't quite make solid contact on it. And Exo does well to intercept the ball before Sheen can take a shot. Carl 50s with Exo. Oh, and a player coming in, but it's also wide. Another good opportunity not capitalized on by Clappin Cheeks. Jimmy up for this one to send it wide. The shot from Bitcoin wide once again. They cannot find any shots on target right now. Sheen sends that over the first defender. Can't get it, or sorry, sending it under the first defender. Can't get it past the second. Carl and That was Sheen combining. Oh, the shot from Exo wide once again. The defense scrambling there to try to cover the net. Only one person in the middle of the goal. But the shots just don't have the right direction on them. And it's costing Clappin Cheeks at the moment. It'll cost them even more if they don't take this game. A demo on Carl from Chemo. Pass to infield. Can a blue player latch onto it? Chemo looks to get there first. It's continuing wide. Well, if they'd hit it forward, they probably would have gotten blocked by defense, and that might be it. Bitcoin with the shot, and Carl with the major redirection. Just what Clappin Cheeks needed. If they're not going to put it in themselves, then Carl may as well help them out. Finally, Clappin Cheeks able to make something happen. And now the series is all tied up. Opportunities still very hard to come by. For one of these teams at any point, really. I got a blast one shot. Only one shot that entire game. And Clappin Cheeks, even though they had 7 shots, it easily could have been a whole lot more. There were several attempts that just strayed way wide. Didn't even count for shots. But there were still good opportunities. And honestly, it didn't seem like God of Blast were that out of it. I think the 1 shot to 7, not truly indicative of how the way that game was cited, but now we're all tied up regardless. And behind you, turn around 69. Thank you for the follow. So game number 3 now between Clappin Cheeks and God of Blast. Both of these teams still searching for their first win of the screen circuit. Neither of them faring particularly well in their first week of the circuit. Clappin Cheeks still finding goals hard to come by. Only 3 in their week 1 matchup, and still only 1 to their name across these first 2 games. But the opportunities are there. They just need to find their shooting wheels. And you might see them run out with a game if they can find them. Exo not able to get the touch there. Jimmy, the huge 50 going towards the net, but it's going to be cleared out by the blue defense. Behind the orange backline, Bitcoin trying to make something happen while God of Blast was retreating. Now orange going down the other way. This could be a great opportunity, but the shot goes wide. Sheen gets demoed, and it is a blue counterattack that's stopped by Sheen at midfield. Pass infield from Jimmy, looking for a bumps with Sheen. But Exo did well to avoid the demo and to get the clearance. God of Blast still with pressure, though. Jimmy with a good beat there, but the touch ultimately wide. Bitcoin following this one, trying to make a nice looking play. Exo had nice soft touches there to keep it close to them. Bitcoin gets demoed by Carl, but Chemo still trying to keep it going. They get the demo on Carl. But the third person on rotation hanging out too far back, and the Clappin Cheeks player is not getting out of rotation quick enough. Exo trying to make another sustained attack happen by dribbling it out. Chemo also helping with that, putting it downfield. 50 sent into the middle, beat by Jimmy. Carl's to the corner. Jimmy's follow-up going to be cleared out by Bitcoin all the way downfield, actually. Carl's got to turn on this one. Oh, and it's still awkward. Pass in field and nobody's there. And the whiff from the blue player following it means Chemo now has to deal with it on their own back wall. Gets it past one. Can't get it past the second. Carl's touch. Water falling off the net, and Carl was there, but couldn't make contact. Sheen following it up. Very close before got a blast. Carl, light touch, sent towards the front of the net, but pushed wide by the blue defense. Some back and forth touches now on that left-hand side. None of them really to note, although this one from Jimmy might be good. Could have been a pass. Sheen almost getting a shot on. Once again, goals hard to come by for both of these teams. Not a whole lot of scoring opportunities. There's going to be another one from Bitcoin, but again, straight wide. That's at least the third or fourth one just from Bitcoin that we've seen where the net had openings. They just couldn't get it, but Chemo there to pound it in. Finally, a goal worked from Cheeks. Exo getting that one out to the front of the net, and a bump on Sheen as well, helping that out. And Chemo beating Jimmy to the ball on the goal line. Clappin Cheeks, a minute left, and they find themselves with a 1-goal lead. What can God Blast do to tie this up? Oh, this could be a shot from Carl, but they backflip. This is exactly what I'm talking about. These are some great opportunities happening for both of these teams. They're just not able to take advantage. Like, even for God of Blast, we've seen them in last game. They had one shot on net, but there were several more that weren't shots, but there was just nobody there to shoot, or the shot was straight wide or something. And God of Blast once again looked to be punished for not being able to take advantage of those opportunities. Clappin Cheeks getting the one that they need, as they now find themselves on match point. Very, very close all around. Not high scoring at all, but still very close games from both of these teams. Perhaps with God of Blast and their lives on the line, perhaps they'll take a few more chances, or something will click, and maybe we'll have a high scoring game here. Yeah, Clappin Cheeks did a lot better in controlling that game. God of Blast previously had looked pretty in it. But Clappin Cheeks definitely with the advantage on this occasion. Yeah, Jimmy almost had 69 points. Would have been a very nice scoreline, but yeah, better luck next time. So this, despite the low-scoring ways of Clappin Cheeks, only 2 goals in the circuit, and 2 goals in the series and 5 in the circuit. They're only a game away from going 1-1 after week 2. Good interception from Bitcoin. Gonna try to follow it. Looked actually for bumps on Jimmy, but couldn't find him. That's put onto the back wall. A touch up and a follow from Bitcoin. Popped up by Carl. It's going to be beat away by Jimmy for now. But Chemo, quick pressure. Trying to get it across. And now it's Exo's turn to try that out. Not quite. The miss there from Bitcoin could open up something. Almost allowed Got a Blast to break out of their half, but more misses coming out. And hesitation. Jimmy's infield pass denied by Bitcoin. Oh, Sheen hops for that one, but doesn't stick with the challenge. Bitcoin able to carry that one to the left-hand side. A weak touch from there. Off the sidewall, basically giving up possession to Bitcoin, who did very well to carry it onto that left side. The other Got a Blast defender not able to help out. There's 26 of you in here, but you all are dead silent. You're here to support your team. Just know that in our first series, one of the players said that they channeled the chat's energy. And the team that channeled the chat's energy came out on top. Oh, Bitcoin almost finds a second one before Clappin cheeks in this game. Getting it onto the backboard. Oh, that's a bad touch from Sheen. And Jump's going to be able to capitalize on it. 2 goals now for Clappin cheeks. After just 2 goals in the first 3 games, they now have 2 goals in game number 4. Carl with a demo on Chemo. Bitcoin beating the 50. Oh, that's a great follow-up from Exo, but it's barred out. A little bit lower, and it would have been a great position for Clappin cheeks to be in. But now the focus on Got a Blast, who need to find some goals. They've only had 2 goals in the series so far, and both of them coming in game number 1. They've been shut out. Games number 2 and 3. And I missed Carl's PFP in game number 1 when they scored, so I need them to score again so I can take a look at it. Bitcoin sending that one in the orange half. Sheen meeting it in the air. 50'd. Still at midfield. Off the backboard, Jimmy. The pass. Carl trying to follow. Still another 50. Chemo trying to clear it out, and it's helped out by Bitcoin. Trying to find a pass in field. Exo able to send it into the orange corner. Keep possession, but no serious scoring opportunities just yet. But that pinch from Sheen, almost very dangerous. Jimmy with the whiff in the air. Carl with the follow-up, but it's beat to still be in the orange half. Sheen trying to follow up. It's off the backboard. Chemo's not going to be able to get there. Jimmy coming in with the shot, and it's blocked by Chemo. An excellent save. And Exo with the opportunity, and it's wide. Another good opportunity for it to be goal number 3. And Exo beats them off his own pass from the corner. And Clappin cheeks, a fantastic position to be in. 3 goals up. More goals than they had in the entire rest of the series. And Got a Blast in deep trouble now. They need 3 goals in a minute 15 to stay alive. Absolutely, Jay McGuire. CC does look to be clapping some cheeks now. They've certainly turned it on here in game number 4. If they can hold on for the next minute or so, then they will be able to take their first series win of the circuit. Oh, that shot from Sheen, saved by Bitcoin. The follow-up from Carl, high. Bitcoin sending it downfield. Can it be goal number 4 to put the game to rest? It's going to be popped away. This one on target, saved by Exo. Follow up from Bitcoin. Oh, and that is a big miss from Sheen. 20 seconds, looking unlikelier by the second. 3 goals that they need, farther and farther out of reach. And that is going to do it for Clappin Cheeks, who pull out some major plays here in game number 4 to take this series from Gotta Blast 3-1. Clappin Cheeks doing infinitely better here in this match than they did in the rest of the circuit, and a well-deserved series win as they were able to pull through 3 games in a row after going down a game after Gotta Blast won game 1. But Gotta Blast got those 2. Oh, now I see. Okay, now I see why Carl's PFP is thick. Absolutely. Not almost very not safe for work. But absolutely, a well-played series between these two teams. The series, a 3-1 scoreline, but for the most part, it was pretty even. Clappin Cheeks, as the series got on, they got more comfortable, found their rhythm, but Gotta Blast still always. There was always a hint that they might be able to come back, and it never happened. But good luck to both of these teams as they go on with the rest of the circuit. Both Gotta Blast now 0-2. Still plenty of time to make things happen in the circuit. Still some time to improve that record and get a shot at playoffs. And Clappin Cheeks 1-1 now, certainly a much better position to be in. And hopefully they can carry that momentum through with them for the future.